We will now begin our UFC 16 Heavyweight Super Fight. Beginning with the fighter standing to my left. He is a submission fighter and a judo expert with a mixed martial arts record of 25-2-3. He comes to us from Yokohama, Japan, standing 6 feet, 1 inch tall, and weighing 230 pounds. Introducing Tsuyoshi Kosaka. And his opponent standing to my right. He's a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu fighter and a veteran of UFC 3 and Ultimate 96. Standing 6 feet, 1 inch tall, weighing in at 250 pounds. He is originally from Hawaii and fighting out of Huntington Beach, California. He is the Hawaiian fighting legend. Introducing Kimo.
The heavyweight super fight between Kosaka and Kimo. What do you expect, Tank?
Holy smokes, I don't know. Hopefully I expect a fight. I just want to see somebody get beat on, that's all.
Well, interesting. One thing about Kimo, the tournament champion from Ultimate Japan was Sakuraba. Kimo wants a victory over Sakuraba.
They both
Good, nice
quickly.
shot. Take down into the guard, submission right there.
Kimo's up.
Looks like he's trying to clear the guard. He's got a quarter guard on now. Nice hands.
Is Kimo going to be striking here, Tank, the whole time?
Up, here comes a leg lock. Here comes a leg lock. I don't think that's a throw. He's got it deep. That's deep. He needs to come up and step on that foot. He's getting it out. He's getting it out. Keep throwing. He's calm.
Patience a key in a situation like this, Tank.
Well, absolutely. The Japanese are really relaxed right there. They know about submission, but Kimo's got that ankle lock nice and deep.
Interesting.
There you go. Now he's putting some weight on it now.
Sakuraba, excuse me, Kimo really doing a great job here.
I will agree with you.
Looking for a submission.
He's got to keep turning. He's going to run out of room. He let go of it there.
Way to work.
Kimo's got to use his power in this fight.
Power he's got.
Yeah.
And back down to the ground it goes. Kimo caught in the half guard. Kosaka also said he intends to put him away with a submission technique.
Well, that's Kosaka's game. Kosaka will play the patient role and go ahead and look for submission. What was interesting is Kimo had a pretty deep lock there, but
yeah, and he couldn't capitalize on it.
And Kosaka never even looked phased. He just kept rolling, moving, and was able to get out of it.
Nice, calm look on his face. Interesting that he couldn't finish that because he had it deep.
Kimo's father in the military, born and raised in Hawaii, met his mother in Germany, and Kimo grew up in Waikiki. Now he lives taking your neck of the woods, Huntington Beach.
So he says.
Well, Kosaka's no stranger to leg locks. They're very common in the organization he competed so much and made a name for himself in, and that is rings in Japan.
Now, Kimo was the first to ever battle Royce Gracie in the fashion that he did. And Kimo came away, in some's estimation, fresh and unharmed in his first appearance back in 1994 in UFC 3.
Well, you could say that, but, you know, Royce Gracie came back for the next fight and ended up throwing the towel in. So, you know, what can you say?
Work it out, work it out.
Kimo's only losses, though, are to two big veterans of the UFC, and that is Royce Gracie and Ken Shamrock.
Yes.
Maurice Smith in the corner of Tsuyoshi Kosaka.
Yes.
And the TK guard.
Come on.
And And you have been in the octagon with Maurice Smith, Tank. And there's a possibility the winner of this fight could meet you in May in Mobile, Alabama.
Holy smokes.
First word you've gotten of that, I would have guessed.
Oh, I don't care. Anybody wants to, oh, look at this. We got a leg lock brewing.
Kosaka had the lights go on for a second there, but Kimo able to scramble around, clear his foot.
Yeah, they're very patient, but that's not my style. You're going to fight.
Well, you were in a similar position against Anjo in Ultimate Japan. You were in the guard, on top. What does Kimo need to do here?
Kimo needs to clear the guard and rain some punches down. You know, like I said, they're very patient, and as we all saw, Anjo took a beating.
Keep it working, come on.
Kept on ticking, but here he goes.
That's kind of the trait of the Japanese fighters, though, isn't it, Tank? And I know that you said afterwards, when you defeated Anjo in Ultimate Japan, you had the greatest respect for his heart.
Yes, he did have heart. Here we go. Look at this. They're really good at submission and heart.
Well, Maurice had said that Kosaka needed to take more chances against Erickson in this contenders fight.
I'll tell you right now, I'm looking at this and I'm getting excited. I love fighting. I love it.
He may have to take some more chances here against Kimo. Put himself at risk to find an opportunity.
Kimo has his own webpage now, www.kimomama.com. Could we see a Tank webpage someday in the future?
I think there are a few, but none that I have anything to do with.
No official David Abbott Tank pages, right?
I don't have time to play on the computer.
Oh, a big shot with the left by Kimo.
Oh, yeah. Looks like he's cleared the guard a bit.
Still got one of his legs trapped in there.
Yeah, but he's way high up on that.
Yes, he
can
is.
Get up there and start raining some bombs down on his head.
Oh, from the
right
guard.
hand.
Kosaka delivers a shot.
And he's down.
He also caught it on the way down, and so there was that added impact because Kimo was on his way down.
12-minute regulation time, 3-minute overtime here in our heavyweight super fight.
I like to get up there in that position and rain some punches down on him, you know. Maybe he's taking a break, getting some air.
How concerned are you, Tank, in this situation, raining punches down of a possible armbar or submission technique?
I'm well versed on submission, and
Come on, let's work out.
they have to worry about my 600-pound sledgehammers hitting them in the face.
Well, one would have to say, Anjo actually caught you momentarily in an armbar. You were able to power your way out, but you definitely saw danger.
I don't think he liked my knee in his face.
An effective counter?
Yeah. Thought of that at the moment, too.
Good movement, way to go.
All right, guys, let's see some blows. That's it, take him to the fence and then pound on him. Now he's cleared his guard. Doesn't...
Work your way out, let's work it out.
You better turn, you better turn.
Just missed with his attempted 600-pound blow, as you said.
But that's
a rainmaker.
I think he's more in the 300-pound.
300, 400-pound range.
That's also the beauty of the guard, the ability to unbalance the top man. And Kimo sat up to rain punches, and Kimo arched, sending all that weight forward. Kimo's got to put his hands down to catch himself. The hands are bracing, they're not punching.
Absolutely. Wow, for an Olympic wrestler, you're pretty versed on that.
Now in a mount position, Kimo. Maurice Smith talking to Kosaka.
Come on, let's work,
Smith in the purple and white Alliance sweatsuit.
There's enough of a lull here.
Yeah.
There's enough of a lull here.
Do you expect a lull from the mount position, Jeff?
No, but there you go.
Yeah.
Kimo's only been at jiu-jitsu a short time. He will get better. He's young and he trains hard. He's got a huge body, very athletic body to work with. Oh!
He's all right. Here comes a leg lock.
Kimo trying to work through it. He does. We're back up to our feet. 8 minutes and 15 seconds in. nice super fight.
It's a good little scrap here.
This is Kimo spent a lot of energy on top. He was in motion.
Oh, he's gone.
Oh, he got
Rung his
hit.
bell. He knows.
Gave him the nod, like, nice shot.
Yeah. Rung his bell a little bit.
You gotta wonder if Kimo's tired. He spent a lot of energy there.
He's breathing hard,
Yeah,
but
the shoulders are coming up and down.
Also, look at the lead leg. He's not very steady on his feet. See, he's off balance.
And we have a lot of time left in regulation. Over 3 minutes, now exactly 3.
yeah. Kimo needs to hit him with a straight right when that foot comes flying out.
Keep working it.
Tank, when you're trying to catch your wind like that, what goes through your mind?
I don't think about it, man. When I'm in there, I'm after your ass. That's it. I don't think about air.
No lack of concentration then from fatigue?
No, absolutely not.
Jeez, Kosaka doing a nice job here. Striking Kimo.
Trying to hammer on the left thigh.
At the same token, Kimo's getting his air back, and that's not.
That's a heavy price to pay to just breathe.
Yeah.
Kimo has over 2 minutes to work to a 1-minute rest period, though. And Kosaka looks very, very fresh.
Kimo definitely looks off here.
Yeah, but
His
he's
back
getting his
is
air.
very straight.
He is getting his air, though. You can see his life coming back to him. Here he comes.
The
Great
born-again
fight.
Christian Kimo.
Kosaka is used to long fights in rings, averaging 30 minutes.
95
There goes
J
the second
champion.
counter punch. He needs to rock. Let's go. There you go. Get it on. Get it on.
Are you rooting for Kimo?
No, I'm rooting for a good fight. I don't care. I want to see a good fight.
Oh, another right. Grazed off the forehead of Kimo. And a knee attempted.
It doesn't look like Kimo wants to go to the ground here.
No, it doesn't.
Kimo could have had a chance to drop down and take the legs out, but he didn't do it.
I'll tell you what, Kosaka's really trying to chop down that left thigh area of Kimo. He
he's
delivered
getting
another
shot.
one. A jab to the left eye of Kimo.
Kimo
And he just missed with that right.
How about Kosaka's a southpaw now? Maybe that is stirring up Kimo a little bit.
Be a warrior, baby. Go after it. There you go. Come on.
A counter punch to the chin, though, by Kimo.
This is good. Let's go, guys.
45 seconds left in regulation time. They are going toe-to-toe here.
Kimo's arms now look a little weary. Kimo's arms are looking weary. Great fight. These two are putting it on the line.
Go.
It looks now very much like we'll head to a 3-minute overtime period.
Yes. And Kimo needs to take him to the ground.
There seems to be a mouse on Kimo's left eye.
Yes, he's eating a lot of punches. Maybe this overtime will give him some air.
A lot of right-hand jabs. Sneaking through. Oh, look.
And another one. And regulation time comes to an
You got
end.
1 minute. You want to continue?
1 minute.
Great fight. Great fight.
Excellent.
Two very different fights, Tank. About 5 minutes on the ground, about 7 minutes on their feet.
Absolutely. And I think if Kimo's got a chance, he's got to take him to the ground because he didn't fare so well on his feet.
You got to believe that fatigue played a factor there. You have to believe it.
Kosaka's jabs were near deadly.
Conditioning is a big part of it, as I'm very well aware of.
And one thing also, when you watch Kimo get hit, watch what happens after he gets hit. He turns his head a little bit. When you turn your head, you're not looking at your opponent. That's the #1 rule of hands, is see what's coming at you.
Oh, yeah.
And here, an attempted lock by Kosaka going after Kimo's leg. But Kimo and the sweaty body, enough power and slickness to be able to counter out.
Great strikes by Kosaka. So his time with Maurice Smith is obviously paying off, and you saw him also trying to chop down the leg, a very similar technique that Smith has used in the octagon.
And the object of the guard is to let the top man get frustrated and fatigued, and it worked to perfection for Kosaka. He took some shots while he was down on his back, but he came back fast and was able to get some good shots against Kimo on the feet.
Just as you thought,
there you go.
Go right to the ground.
That's his only shot, is if he kicks a takedown.
And that position
another knee.
Another big knee by Kosaka.
Not once, but twice. Kimo could not keep the fight on the ground. He's tried twice. Here he'll try a third time.
He finally gets it. Both these bodies are glistening with sweat. Tremendous energy output.
These guys are going to war.
Who do you have winning, Tank?
I would have to go with the Japanese fighter at this point in time.
Pardon me, not the guard. It is a mount position for Kimo. But still, Kosaka getting some drives in and looking calm, Tank.
Yeah. He's out here with the arm lock. He ain't going to get it on him.
Wow,
This is trouble right here. Yeah. Things do not look well.
Kosaka said Kimo has great heart. He's demonstrating that right here.
Let me tell you something, anybody that steps into the octagon has got big balls and big heart.
Tank, that's classic Tank.
That's the way it is. You can sit at home and sit on your couch and drink a beer and talk about kicking ass. Get in the cage and do it.
Tsuyoshi Kosaka. A magnificent performance against Kimo.
Yes.
Seems to have the upper hand now. He is the aggressor. He continues to strike.
That's how you gotta be when you're in the top position. Rain them punches down. Now Osaka's probably got 200-pound cannons.
That's right. Just 1/3 the size cannon
That's
of our
right.
guest commentator David Tank Gavitt. But he's coming in with the right and the left. And Kimo's in trouble again.
Yes,
That left hand is getting in almost every time. Notice the combination, right, left from the guard.
As Maurice Smith would have it, Kosaka is striking from everywhere.
30 seconds left. And it looks as though Kosaka is in control of this fight now.
I would have to agree with you about that, Jeff.
Great poise by Kosaka, never panicked.
That's how you fight when you're on top. That's the way it goes. Yeah.
Continues aggressively. And Tsuyoshi Kosaka, clearly the dominant fighter in the overtime period.
That was an excellent fight. I enjoyed that immensely.
Everything you expected, Tank. I also enjoyed it immensely.
Yes, it was excellent.
Two tired warriors. But Kosaka there, anticipating he had the better performance. He deserves to win.
I have to agree with him.
Maurice Smith yelling TK in the background.
It is Bruce, you mentioned it.
I thought Kimo was Hawaii. Why is he saying tiki, like a tiki lamp or what?
Left hand by Kosaka. He stayed active when he was caught in Kimo's guard by raining punches. Had tremendous energy at the end of this fight, and part of that was due to his ability in the guard. He let Kimo wear himself out.
It looks like
He came back strong.
Looks like Kimo's got a little trophy on his eye. A little blood squirting out of it.
It was tough for Kimo to ever get his win back. We saw it in the regulation time.
And really there, he had an opportunity to sit up and strike Kosaka, and when he was down there that low on his legs, and he was so tired he couldn't really sit up to throw those punches.
The judges have rendered a decision. Let's go into the octagon. Here's Bruce.
Ladies and gentlemen, we go to the decision of the judges. And we have a unanimous decision for the winner of the UFC 16 Heavyweight Super Fight, Mr. Tsuyoshi Ladies and gentlemen, let's have a